around vehicles today, trying to be a good boy and finish up a honey-do list, but I don't know, it's going to cost me money, more money than I was thinking.
What's honey want you to do?
Well, she wants a sticker on the vehicle. It's only about 3 months off. I was thinking it was a flex pipe, because when I had the motor hauled out, the guy said he had to talk to the flex pipe a little bit. But after climbing under there, I noticed it wasn't the flex pipe. However, the rubber hanger by the flex pipe wasn't on the hanger. So I took a minute and readjusted that, got that hung back up. And I fired the car up so I could inspect the leak, see if it was leaking around the flex pipe, and no, it's fine around the flex. A little further back, though, around the muffler, the seam on that's leaking.
Welcome to Maine.
Yeah, you'll love it.
You gotta learn how to breathe.
Put some duct tape on, it'll be good.
Well, I did buy a couple new rolls, so I could do that, but she might not like the smell of that burning off.
Hey, Regal.
Go ahead, sir.
One time I had a car that I had the pipe break. Like, I don't remember where it was, but you ever heard of that stuff called Fiber Fix? Well, they make a version called Fiber Fix Hot, and they actually say you can use it on exhaust pipes, and I couldn't get it fixed for like a couple months. And I crawled under there and I put friggin' Fiber Fix on the friggin' exhaust pipe, and it held until I got it fixed.
Yeah, I've heard of that stuff before. That's almost what I was thinking. Some good muffler paste or some of that fiber fix or something like that, just to seal that seam up for now. I'm just trying to get it sticking, you know what I mean? So it's legal. She travels late at night, and as we all know, cops that time of night ain't got nothing better to do with their time. So if they happen to spot that, they're going to pull over and harass her. But I've already told her to blame me. Tell him it's your husband that keeps your car inspected and he's lacking.
10-4 on keeping the car inspected. And good evening to Popcorn. Boy, you should have heard the skip land on 12 today. Was that Traveler I heard? Okay, I copied Bear and Paranoid and Fix It. Yeah, I don't know. There was some guy the other day, Cobra kind of half mentioned a story about McDonald's, and this guy was all bent out of shape in Skipland. And oh, McDonald's sucks, and so we were just kind of having fun with the guy. And it turned into a whole shit show. Everyone in Skipland was talking about, you know, some guys like McDonald's, some don't, and then we all changed our handles to Mayor McCheese and Grimace and Hamburglar, and I don't think some of these guys get it when you act like a dink like that. Oh, hey, your signal's stronger. Did you do something new? I wish they'd stick around. You just get one little pass by. That's it. That's all you get. No, but I tell you what, it hurts to sit down. Hey, at least it's not like that guy Pelosi having a hammer fight in his underwear. Holy smokes. So, I got Regal, I got Bear, I got Fix-It, I got Paranoid. I know I'm missing some people, but I was just scribbling them down as I heard them. Ah, 10-4, there's John and Moose, the North remembers. Ten four. I know Cobra was doing a poor showing of Ranger today on Channel 12.
Screwdriver take the night off?
He said he was running an errand. He said he hoped to be back in time. So what's everyone's favorite thing at McDonald's?
French fries.
I think their French fries suck since they changed their theory.
It used to be French fries.
You know what's crazy though? McDonald's French fries, they're like the temperature of the surface of the sun when they hand them to you. But those friggin' things cool off in no time flat. And once they cool off, they are disgusting.
My favorite thing at McDonald's is it's close to Dunkin'.
Close to Dunkin'.
The bigger the order, the hotter they stay, and the cold ones at the bottom you feed to the birds anyway.
I go to McDonald's, I order fish fillets. I went there, I knew they was cooked fish.
When I went to Southern Maine Tech, a buddy of mine, he had a mortal enemy there, and they were always feuding. And one day in the parking lot, he took a big thing of fries and he poured it all over the guy's car. And I said, "What are you doing?" He says, "You wait, in about an hour, this thing's going to be covered in seagull shit."
I'm sure it was, too.
It was. We came back out after class and it was covered in seagull shit. And the guy was scratching his head because no one else's car was covered in seagull shit. And all the fries were gone. Yeah, this was kind of like his Newman, if you ever watched Seinfeld.
10-4 on the Nemesis.
Somebody's up on Channel 40, huh?
The other day I was driving through Pownell
hill, and I got up at the top of the hill, almost down by the town office, and there's a farmhouse on the right, and they had an antenna way up in the tree, and you could see the coax stretched over to the house.
Well, doesn't Taz live over in Pownell?
Yeah, they had a piece of conduit going up half the tree, and then the coax was coming out of that.
Yeah, I don't know, Screwdriver. No, there's a guy, I don't usually hear him on sideband that I can think of. Well, wait a second. No, actually, I think I got him written down. He was in here. Yeah, he was in here 3 weeks ago. And he's in Pownell. It might have been him. I don't know where he lives, but I just know he's in Pownell.
Yeah, right up at the top of the hill there, if you're coming from like North Yarmouth into Pownell, and you go up that hill a little bit just before you start going down towards the town office. And that farm was on the right, and you know, you can see that antenna sticking way up above the tree, so we got it up there nice and high.
Trying to think, I thought there was somebody else that was in Pownell, but I don't remember who. I thought there was someone else, but it might be Taz, I don't know. Sometimes you catch him on 28, but like I said, he was on here a couple weeks ago.
What's that other guy's name? Man, oh man, I'm drawing a blank. I know there's another guy in Pownell.
Not T-Bone. T-Bone's in Yarmouth, right?
I believe so, yes.
I don't think we're going to hear Cobra tonight. His radio he was going to use was crap in the bed.
Yeah, I think was it last week he was having a tough time?
According to what he told me, he's got a stack of radios he's got to bring over to Paranoid.
There goes Mr. Paranoid's weekend. But that's okay, he loves doing it.
Is he pretty good at breathing new life into old radios?
Gotta keep bringing it back. That a good thing?
From what I hear he is, he's on here somewhere. I heard him a little while ago.
You gotta bring him back, he just never got him there the first time.
I'm back. Paranoid here.
It's not that Cobra's gonna bring him back to him, he's never brought him there the first time, he keeps procrastinating.
Okay, that makes more sense now. I was like, wait a second, if you keep bringing the radios, get repaired, and they work with them, they get break again. I'm starting to wonder, but if he hasn't bringing them there, that makes a lot of sense.
Paranoid is in there. You guys all doubled with him at the same time.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, that usually happens with me.
Yeah, Cobra has a problem with his couch. It doesn't have memory foam, so he's got to kind of keep it in, you know, you don't like it to forget, so yeah, he might get another radio soon.
Maybe we could get him one of those couches like the Shriners have. You know, they have the Lazy Boys with an engine in them. Maybe we could just put an engine in his couch.
Yeah, that way he can just drop off his radios and when he drop them off.
Just get him some memory foam cushions and he'll have a little more time to do stuff. So they keep telling the wife, make the couch with memory foam cushions and I won't have to keep reminding it.
Hey, Bear.
Hey, yeah, go.
Was that across from Randall's farm in Pownell? Was that where you saw that?
I think so. Like I said, I was coming from North Yarmouth, and I just kind of reached the peak of that knoll. It's up pretty high, and it was before like that four-way intersection, you know, probably a couple miles back from that four-way intersection, but it makes sense. That's probably around that area.
Okay, yeah, someone in the channel was asking in the chat, so I said I'd ask you, so somebody's listening, so they got their answer.
Yeah, 10-4. Is that the chat on YouTube?
Yeah, on YouTube. I got the stream going tonight. Well, there you go. Hopefully you got your answer there, Josh. Oh, okay. Well, it was Mud Runner that was asking, so he just said, hey, it's Mud Runner, so that's who was asking. Why aren't you on the radio, Mud Runner? So yeah, it was funny on 12 because it was like Cobra said at one point we had guys so wound up about McDonald's. I think they thought we were serious because Hawkeye was in there and he was talking about a McRib. So we were calling Hawkeye Mayor McCheese. I was Ronald McDonald. Screwdriver was Grimace and Cobra was the Hamburglar. And we were just carrying on like a bunch of idiots, and I guess they started up on 11, and they go, you listen to these guys on 12?
Dude, that took off, man. Like, forever after that, too. People kept talking about it.
Yeah, I hit the wrong button on the keyboard. No, you know, it's funny. Like, we were just having fun, but some guy came on, he was just being a dink. And I don't know if he realized, like, we were just kind of trolling the guy, having fun, and it was kind of funny, but it did take off. That's what made it kind of fun. Half the people were serious, and the other half of people, I think, were kind of getting the joke. Oh, the wind blew and the shit flew. He's on a purple Grimace radio.
About the McDonald's thing. Why is it the new figures they give kids in Happy Meals? Why is it they all have double sets of eyes? I don't get that.
Oh, they got two sets of eyes? Cool.
I think it's a trademark thing. That's why they can't do the single eyes.
Yeah, I'm sure it's something stupid like that for sure.
only know this from watching the commercials. I see them all have double eyes. It's like, what the hell are they doing to them poor characters? They didn't have double eyes previously. They only had one single set.
That's for the adult Happy Meals. I guess you got to be drunk in order to order one, I think.
That'd be funny if you got a fireball in the adult Happy Meal.
Well, I could see if they were coming out of the oven McDonald's where they pass drugs into a bag by somebody leaning out the window and it slides out of their pocket into a kid's meal. But, you know, if it happened there, I could understand why they all had double eyes. They were all drugged up. But how come all the other ones have them?
What is the adult Happy Meal?
Goddamn super scanners.
I believe the adult Happy Meal is nothing more than a regular cheeseburger with fries and a drink.
Does it come with a happy ending?
Comes with a fireball, man, one of those little tiny ones.
I think it comes with a toy. My boy bought one jokingly a couple weeks back. I'll have to ask him what he got in it. Oh, man.
Oh, Screwdriver would love to get a super scanner.
I'd like to see him stock a bag big enough to put one in a bag.
Yeah, he'd have that thing in his living room.
With Christmas lights.
Great, now he's looking for one.
Yeah, he must be hunting for a radio.
Swapping coax or something.
Maybe he keyed it up and the smoke come out.
He's got plenty of radios.
Yeah, he's got plenty of radios, I'm sure. Yeah, he's got enough passing out a stack to most anybody.
Geez, we've been having a pretty good crew so far on Channel 12 in the morning.
Yeah, you all jump in your mobiles and head south. I can hear you when you first get in, but yeah, you just fade away.
You can't hear me in gray?
Not in your mobile, no.
But you can hear me when I first leave, huh?
Oh yeah, I hear you, Youngs.
Yeah, I mean, I'm up on a little bit of a hill here, and I do drop an elevation to go down into gray.
Even Bob on his way in, Screwdriver, on his way in, he's got a couple spots I lose him.
There's all kinds of dead spots down south there, trust me.
Both live is up on kind of a hill-like type knoll, and there's not a lot of big trees around.
Yeah, it's not bad from the mobile. Geez, I can talk to Screwdriver well down into Portland and Hawkeye. Geez, Hutch this morning I talked to. So you can get about 20 miles on the mobile heading south.
Yeah, I got static that starts about 7:30 every morning when that post office opens up. So, yeah, pretty much that's why I lose people so easy is, yeah, you can't make it over 3, I ain't got you squelched in.
Yeah, I got a noise issue here. It's off and on. I gotta hunt it down. I would expect in about a half an hour it should kick in, though.
Is that power substation thing that you went out fishing for, Radio Man?
I haven't figured out what it is yet. It comes on at night. It's really weird. It's very random when it's on and off, so I don't know what it is.
And that's on 37 or 38?
Oh, it's all across the CB band and the 10-meter band. It's like spikes. It doesn't raise the overall noise floor, but it's carriers up and down the band, so to speak. And then it moves around too a little bit. Like the carriers will kind of move slowly back and forth. Yeah, there's another guy on there. He always just says he's in a state of confusion and he likes to eat government cheese. And I've been talking to him, and I finally got him. He wouldn't tell me where he was or anything. He finally told me he's down in Central Florida. I think he warmed up to us finally.
I hear the flat earth guy in there and the technology guy in there this week.
The flat earth guy? I haven't heard that one.
Oh yeah, dude. He just goes on and on about technology and how we're stupid and that the earth is flat and it's not moving, and he just goes on and on. It sounds like a recording.
I actually think that, was he on AM or on 38 sideband?
Yeah, he was on 38 sideband, man, going on and on. He wouldn't give it up.
Yeah, that's hard drive.
I didn't realize Hard Drive was a flat earth guy.
Yeah, I don't know why he goes on with that. I don't think he is. I don't think he's that dumb, but he likes winding people up there for some reason.
Makes sense how I can hear him more, I guess.
Yep, he's definitely a tool.
Beep.
Lately when Skip's on it, I seem to be hammering Florida. They all come back to me like banshees. Yeah, Florida's definitely been a really busy one the last few weeks.
Daytona, I don't remember his number. He's waving a fin. It's a Shark Radio. Shark Radio down Daytona. He's waving a fin.
Nice, I like it.
tornado.
Oh, hell, it's all over now.
Nice.
Good evening, Mr. Lugnut.
Bob on 10 meters, 11 meters, whatever it is.
Good evening, Mr. Lugnut.
That's my splatter box.
Splattering.
Yeah, what was that little jingle?
Something from the titty show.
Because hey, when the ball splatters, you know you did something right.
Nobody likes splatter.
You just get a plastic out on the bed.
Who's got them sloppy radios? What the?
You can take out 11 meters and 10 meters at the same time.
Nice. I gotta get me one of those.
Oh, you didn't know about the sideband eliminator?
Oh, man, I need one of them filters, them separators.
A separator.
Is that just a mess, or is there actually a separator?
It's usually when you get a bunch of DX coming in at the same time, you gotta separate them apart so you can understand them.
Well, I thought that was all the time, but maybe it's just my old ears.
I figure I'm lucky if I get out on the channel I'm on. Fuck, anything more than that is a bonus.
I hear you there. You must have missed my vomit back in the day in the city, though. Splatter everything for three bucks.
I'd be willing to bet that's what this one's doing because, yeah, it's a boomer.
Need that voice of God mod or whatever the hell it's called?
Man, I wish I could find out what that really is.
I heard a funny story in DX this morning, though. 350 there, the one that builds the radios, was talking about his amp. And he was saying that he doesn't have enough power coming off the pole of the transformer. He keeps blowing up the transformer. He's blowing up 2 transformers trying to keep that unit full strength. And the power company keeps fighting him. He wants a bigger transformer put on the pole. It supplies his house and 2 others. And if he keeps cranking everything up, it keeps blowing the transformer off. Well, they take their time coming out to fix it. Takes them a day or so to get out there. So he's in the workings of blowing up the 3rd transformer, hoping they'd take it from a 25K to a 75K so he can key up his unit.
The one that builds the radio today, the Silver 350 guy.
With 307 amps there, they're the ones that go to the amp competitions and all that. 307 and 350 there, they go together.
What say you, Lugnut, about blowing up transformers? You think that's a true story?
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. If you saw the transformer, you'd understand why. He had to remove a section of wall in the house and put it in there with a bobcat. That's how big it is.
Is there pictures of this we could see?
Our company's transformer, the plate transformer that he is using.
The transformer right off the pole is what he said. A 25K transformer right off the pole. He blows them up.
That's a far stretch. That's an awful lot of power. That's 600 amps.
I I think he said his unit was an AB1 or something. It's a monstrous band. I've seen a picture of it. It's about 5 feet high and about 4 feet wide.
You know, I got bigger shit than that. I don't blow up the transformer. AB1 means the class of the amplifier. You know, like Class C, Class A, AB, FM, whatever you want to do. Alright, so he's got a big-ass plate transformer feeding something or other. You might want to go back and check his transformer, the windings, or something like that's going on, because if he's drawing 600 amps, or over 600 amps to boil that transformer, something's wrong.
I believe he's right. I believe his amplifier runs dual 40,000s.
I know it's monstrous. I don't know how modified it is or whatever, what he's actually drawing for transformer power to get it to fire up, but it sounds like a bunch.
That's just crazy.
He doesn't like to say much about it, but if I remember right, I know who he bought it from, and I believe it was running dual 40s in it. So, yeah, I mean, he can fairly easily dead key about 50K.
But in theory, though, when you're thinking about it, instead of blowing the transformer off the pole, wouldn't he blow his main right out of his box first?
He just draws more amperage than he can actually take in. I'm surprised, like, the power wires aren't actually what is fucking up, but it wouldn't surprise me. Like I said, I know what he did to get that thing in there. It wasn't an easy feat.
It's running 30,000 watts. It draws 190 amps, keyed down at 240 volts. So, you know, something going on there. You're saying, okay, he's running 50K. So the calculations with that would be about 280 amps.
Yeah, I don't know what he actually swings to and what he does. I just know what it's capable of. I've seen the videos of it being tuned up and, you know, leaving it at that carrier for as long as I'd leave it. But I don't know exactly what he does. I have no idea. I know what it is capable of.
Can you imagine what his power bill is, though? If he's surging it that much to blow on a transformer, that's got to be surging his power bill.
What do you run? What kind of antenna do you run all that into?
I believe he's running it into a Mr. Coily, Enforcer, whatever the fuck they called.
He's also got a beam that he's modified.
I think normally he just kind of lopes around at 10 or 20K.
Must be driving it with a Ranger.
It must be the Ranger.
Now, he said when he was running for a radio today, I think it was a Yeezy or something or other.
I'm with you, man. You seem like the main breaker on his house would go before the transformer.
Yeah, definitely. I actually thought originally it was a 3-phase transformer, so I don't know what he did to,
Hey, Lugnut, remember over at the old Deerfield, the mystery of the power pig?
Yeah.
Did they ever find that thing?
I don't know if they ever did, but I know where it is.
Oh, I didn't realize you actually knew where it went.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know, I just thought that was a funny story that just one ended up walking away.
It was used on a transmitter. Backwards. Think about it. Put 240 in to one side, you get 4,500 out the other side.
Oh, I know what you're saying. I just remember that story from years and years ago.
Yeah. Someone told me they loaded it in the back of a truck and hauled it out of there. It must have been heavy, pain in the ass, but they needed it for a project, I guess. I mean, that's just a huge amount of power, you know? What the hell do you need that kind of power for? But I get it, some big transmitter. All right, you're saying, Screwdriver, you're saying three-phase. He's got single-phase to his house unless he happens to have three-phase and lives in that area where he can do that. I mean, in order for this guy to do something like that, he'd have to have a 600 amp service on his house, which is possible that if he paid the money, he could have such a thing, you know? But in today's terms, if you go to the power company and ask for more than 400 amps in a residential house, they start asking questions. They're like, okay, grow operation, what's going on?
Well, he was saying he fought with the light company about putting on a big transformer, and they told him that it was only an intermediate use of the power. It wasn't a constant draw. Because his question was, what if I was trying to run a welding business with a big-ass welder, and it was doing the same thing? They said, well, we'd have to up it because you're running a business. But where it's an entertainment thing and it's only an intermediate draw here and there, they're not willing to suffice to his needs.
Well, the other thing that you're not taking into consideration is how much power his neighbors are running.
Well, that's the other thing. There's 3 houses feeding off that same transformer, his and 2 others. So when he's blowing that up, what are they drawing? Are they doing laundry, running their dryers, stove, whatever? You know what I mean? It's hard to say. It's a big equation, really.
Neighbor could be going, breaker, 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 breaker!
When he keys down, he also goes to all those big amp competitions with his truck. He's one of them guys with one of them big beams on top of his vehicle and goes to all those amp comps and all that, so.
Right, but the transformer won't blow because there's a fuse there. There's a fusible link between the primary and the transformer. If it draws too much current, it just blows the fuse. I mean, it would take a lot to get that transformer full of oil to boil, overheat the conductors. I mean, it would take an extreme amount of power to do that. I could see him popping the fuses, though. That's very possible. Inrush current or something big like that. His buddies are running 300 amps, and then he keys up with another 300 amps. Yeah, push it over the edge. I could see that. But you ever seen, like, all that shit's protected. I mean, you take, like, the squirrel, and if the squirrel happens to be his unlucky day, and his tail reaches across to the other primary wire, and it blows the fuse, and everybody goes down. And the guy goes up there with a little hot stick, changes the fuse, and everybody's back online. But he can request, he can request a bigger transformer if he's really drawing that kind of power. Because every time he blows one up, it costs them money, so you think they'd go, hey, we need a bigger one. Need a 50K.
Yeah, that's when the squirrel turns into a fuse.
And birds if they get close enough.
Squirrel crosses the wires and you see him light up like he's getting an x-ray on a cartoon.
I know, but this stuff happens. Like you say, birds, squirrels, whoever. I mean, I've seen the squirrel cross the primary and get fried, and he comes flying down, and then what are you going to do? Without his instantaneous, even if he ran 600 amps, instantaneous, and ain't going to blow that transformer. You would have to cook it, boil it. It would take time. It's possible. But it would just take time. I mean, like, 8, 10 hours of that kind of current to heat that thing up.
Well, he's very long-winded with his transmission, so I wouldn't doubt that he could probably boil a transformer drawing that kind of juice.
Well, you need to remember all those lines that are up in the poles. They're all positive lines. They're not negative. It's that stretch to the lower one that would be the negative.
The transformer's rated at 25,000 watts. If he's truly pulling a 25,000 or taking 25,000 watts, you take all your inefficiencies out. You know, I mean, he could, but yeah, like you said, it would have to be a very extended period of time before that oil starts to boil inside that thing.
I think he probably stretched his story out a little bit, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
I mean, I've heard of him just going for whatever reason, so I mean, it doesn't, who knows, it wouldn't surprise me. Like I said, I mean, if he can pull twice what that thing can handle, you never know.
Screwdriver, you trying to run like a roboto thing?
Am I doing what now?
You got, I don't know, you got a lot of echo all of a sudden.
Really? I was just away from the mic. I wasn't close to it, but no, it's still the same thing I was just running.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just because we're so close. What's it sound like to you, Fix It?
Hey, thanks. You guys are so close, you're touching each other. That's a problem.
I'm not saying this, it's that DAC, but it's obviously not quite all DAC, so I am definitely hammering on my amp right now, harder than I normally do, so yeah, anything's possible.
Oh, yeah, me too. There's 400 watts right there.
Frequency, like I said, there's only one clarifier knob. It only goes out the 5 digits, so it's just kind of, I tuned you in, and that's where I'm at.
You're close.
You are in there, and we do know it's you.
You're not echoing or doing anything bad thing on my receiver.
Roger. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't usually see the bird meter slam into the corner, so I know it's doing a little bit more oomph than normal.
Yeah, you agree with me, man. The guy would have to draw excessive power for a long time to boil that shit over. I mean, that's a lot. But there's stuff called inrush current, and I could see him popping the fuse, where it could exceed 600 amps real quick, and then we go, pop, see you later. And the amp comes, all pissed off. That kind of stuff. Oh, well. Sounds like a pretty big amp anyways. So what's going on in the CB world, man? Anybody have any, trading events over the winter that they go to? They have little swap meets or something?
Ronald McDonald was talking about some McNuggets to get rid of. Sorry, I was just trying to continue the horse pucky from earlier.
A little box in his new shop up in there.
I keyed up with you. It sucks because now almost everything, everybody just posts their shit online, so the whole get together for that kind of stuff doesn't happen as much, as far as swap meets, because it's easy for people just to post it on Facebook.
All right, let's see if somebody shows up.
I got a swap meet in my basement if you guys want to come over.
All right, I'm in. I'll bring a truckload.
Grab a couple white tornadoes, couple Texas Stars, little trucker amps. Oh, geez, that Texas Star Jumbo, Cobra 148, all kinds of junk.
Jesus, who's bringing the beer and who's bringing the pizza?
No doubt, huh?
Come on, man. He's got a Cobra 148. You can't bitch him with that.
Fuck, I heard at least 2 or 3 things that I want now.
I just want to get this Texas Ranger 6900F Jumbo working. I can't get that thing to power up. I've opened it up and blew out the dust in there and stuff, and I don't know. I got the new power supply wires. It doesn't look like there's a problem. Nothing's fried in there, but who knows?
Is that new enough to have the switching power supply in it, or the old school wire?
That's the old school one where it's just on.
Roger.
Usually you can tell if it's the old school if it's got a transformer in it. Does it have a transformer in the power supply section?
That it does. Yeah, I think can't you just wire up a little kill switch for that amp so it could you could just turn it on and off?
Yeah, some people do that. Lugnut, to answer your question though, we were talking about maybe getting together some afternoon or something, either for coffee or beer.
Yeah, we definitely want to just get together and hang out and, get some lunch or something and a drink or whatever whoever's into, but yes, definitely want to do that coming up.
Yeah, I want to hear more about that monster transmitter with the boiling power supply and all that shit.
He definitely has some big boy equipment.
Not me. Everything I run off a battery.
I'd love to fucking have something like that. For starters, I can't afford to buy something like that. For a second, I can't afford the electric bill to run something like that.
You just climb up on your roof and tie it right onto the wire that comes across the street.
Well, I tell you what, there was that guy. I remember it was on Channel 13 a while ago. There was that guy who kept using a pair of jumper cables to connect his power to the pole. He didn't have a meter on the house, and he would just run out. He ran a wire over there, and then he would use a pair of jumper cables to grab a hold of a hot.
Nice. I like it.
Yeah, I remember that story.
Yeah, it's cheap, man. You could use all you want, man, and then they'd come back and they'd disconnect it, and they'd go back the next day, and you had another set of jumper cables on there.
Hey, jumper cables are cheap, so I'm in.
I'm afraid sparks would fly out of my ass doing that.
Yeah, and they go disconnect it at the pole.
Oh, yeah, for a minute, you won't feel a thing.
I saw a guy do that shit. Kept jumping the meter. They kept catching him. And then one day a bucket truck shows up and his wire that runs from the pole to the house was gone. He took it with him.
That'll fix him.
Nice.
Well, I think that's what they did with that guy with the jumper cables there. They went over there with a cord and junction there and took the service out of place so he couldn't do it anymore.
You could
He probably went over to Harbor Freight and bought himself one of them solar panels with a couple of lithium-ion batteries.
Intermittently. I mean, say for instance, you got your regular power, your lights on, you're paying for all that shit, and you had some big amplifier, and you went up there and had like these jumper cables or something like that, and clipped on the top wires with those plastic boots, and fired this bad boy up. As long as you disconnected it in the morning, you'd probably never get caught.
That's pretty wild, man. That takes a different kind of person. I don't know if I could do something like that.
That won't kill you.
I mean, hey, more power to you, though.
the feed line, nothing serious.
Just making toast.
You could go up there with standing on a fiberglass ladder, and don't touch anything else to ground, and grab right a hold of that CMP cable, one side, and nothing's going to happen.
Yeah, you get a ground, right?
Well, if you become the ground, then you're probably going to die.
Secret is, don't be touching ground.
I tell you what, guys, I used to work in TV, and we used to run them microwave trucks with the 54-foot masts on them. And, you know, there isn't a whole lot of people out there that have the ability to raise something 50-some feet into the air without having any kind of training or anything. And I used to have heart attacks thinking that I was going to raise that thing up into the friggin' wires.
It could turn into a horror show.
Yeah, a guy up in Bangor did it. Shut down the whole grid up there in Bangor. He retired the next day.
Well, a new pair of shorts that day.
Up an antenna, you gotta make sure that if it falls over, it doesn't hit the power line.
That's where you got to make a 1021 to your wife and request a new pair of pants.
This little air compressor blows up as it goes up. And the station out in Manchester, New Hampshire, Channel 9, one of their guys put that mast up, and he forgot about it, tore down, put all his equipment away, and the mast was still up, and he drove off with it up, and it clipped the telephone pole and came down in the passenger side vehicle of a vehicle, 4 or 5 car lengths behind him, almost killed somebody.
Did I do that?
That's dangerous.
Remember Urkel?
Yeah, that tiny little car.
Not paying attention and lifting his bucket up in between the primary wires.
Yeah, same thing, man. That's dangerous.
Boy, one of those trucks would make a good radio van.
So if you get in between that phase...
I've seen a couple kicking around. Channel 13 auctioned off one of theirs, and one of their engineers over at 13 bought it. And it had a four-wheel drive Quigley kit in it, and of course it was a E350. And they took the mast out of it, but he still had the racks in it and stuff. But he used it to haul around a bunch of canoes and stuff. They'd stack the canoes on top of it and take them up and do the trip down the Saco River.
That's the part that sucks. I've seen a couple for sale, but none of them have the fucking mast in it. I'm like, well, that's what I want is fucking, a 40-foot fucking hydraulic mast inside of that damn thing.
Yeah, and they're tough to maintain, man, and I don't know how many times I would go out in the middle of the winter, and of course they send you out in the middle of these damn ice storms, and you put that thing up, and you're out there for, 4, 5, 6 hours for a shift, and then you reach down and grab that release valve, and you try to let the air out for it to come down. Well, all those rubber seals are all frozen now, and the damn thing won't come down.
Well, the WD-40 on it first. Some Crisco, something.
You on the sizzle list and stuff. I know when the sizzle list gets stuck in the air, there's a valve you got to unscrew in the engine compartment there to let it down.
Yeah, they had a relief valve there on the bottom, underneath the van, at the bottom of that mast, and you could open that. But the problem was, man, if you let all that air out of there, again, that's 52 feet up. That thing's going to come crashing down because there's nothing holding it. That air acts as a cushion as those sections come down. And if you take it all out, man, that's just going to go bang, 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 come right down through the roof.
Yeah, it would have to be done diligently for sure.
For a while, the British military, they auctioned off these air-actuated masts that they bolted to the back of their Land Rovers, and they were pretty cheap, but the problem was you had to have them imported, and the shipping to get them over here was ridiculous.
The cool shit always costs money, it seems.
Yeah, someone has one down at Nearfest. Lugnut's probably seen it. The guy's got a Land Rover bolted to the back of it, and Lugnut's probably seen it down there too. Oh, we lost Lugnut.
I've seen those little ones, those little masts that have that sheet of that piece of steel on the bottom that you drive over. You put one tire on it, and then you can manually raise it up and stuff. But certainly not the quick deployment of something like those pneumatic ones.
Yeah, I got a fiberglass one that I can do that with, manually push it up. It's just a push-up pole, but, I want to hit a button. I'm lazy.
Yeah, man, you want to send that thing up.
Gotta get a female to rig it up for you. They used to push up guys.
Yeah, and then back in the 90s, somebody had the bright idea to install cameras on top of the mast. So just below, it was a microwave transmitter dish on top, and then they usually had one of those Omni, look like a dinner plate TV antennas on there like you see on an RV. And then underneath that, they would mount a camera. And the problem was, you'd have all these guys out in the field, and they'd be in these cities, and they've been using those cameras to peep into people's windows and look inside their apartments.
Do you guys remember, was it WGME down at SMTC, in the little lighthouse there, they put a camera looking out onto the bay? Was that WGME that used to do that?
Yeah, they had one, was that Spring Point or Bug? One of those ones, they had a camera out there.
Well, the legend was when I was at SMTC, somebody climbed into there and stuck a nudie magazine in front of the camera, and they cut to it and it went out over the air. Did you ever hear that story?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know, man. I mean, you got to think there's some checks and balances there for something like that. They usually have to bring those cameras up, check the focus, set the shot and stuff. So you'd think somebody would notice, but I don't know. Anything's possible.
That's funny.
Yeah, a bunch of guys told me that story, and they said it went out on TV. They hung a centerfold right in front of the camera.
You can see that. They just no edit. Click, enter, there it is.
Oops.
Whoops, did I do that?
Could have been you.
Uh-oh, Screwdriver. Just got Traveler didn't want to check in tonight. He says he's got more non-working radios than working ones, and he was discouraged.
How did I go from working last week to not this week? What the hell?
I told him, I said, plenty of people around willing to help out. If you need help, put out the help balloon.
That's right. Just tell me what's broken, I fix it.
I got some radios and pieces and parts, and I think a bunch of us on here are hoarders.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh, not me.
Not me.
I gave him a couple of radios a couple weeks ago, but I don't think the sideband was that great in either of them by the sounds of it, but his iPhone usually works just fine. I know, and I thought that Quad 5 did too, so I think one of them was working, but next time I'll have to give him one of these 440s.
Oh, well, he just revealed the truth. The hockey game's on tonight, so he's listening, so everyone wants to give him shit. He's hearing it.
Shit.
See how he is.
Knew there had to be an excuse behind it.
Didn't I do that?
It could have been you.
natural CB, and I'm 3 feet away from a mic, so I probably sound like crap, and I don't even care right now.
Did you go to McDonald's for dinner?
I went to Margaritas, had to sign some paperwork for the landed trailer we bought, and all that good crap.
Ooh, did you have nachos?
I didn't. I actually had some fajitas tonight. Margaritas nachos, compared to Gippers, I'm not impressed.
Oh, wait, I don't mean nachos. Don't they usually give you chips and salsa? That's what I meant to say, while you're waiting for your food. They got good chips and salsa there.
Yes, that they do.
I had fajitas for supper too, homemade.
I think I gotta go deposit these before I go to bed tonight, though.
Ruh-roh.
Take a picture. Radio Man might need a new one for his little videos.
No, don't send me any pictures of that.
Disgusting. Radio Man will hook you right up. I'll keep you covered.
That was a fake turd, Regal, not a real one.
Well, I figured it just represented that you as a shitster, that's all.
You know how many people clicked on that live stream because I put a shit for the picture? A couple people came and said, I saw the turd and I had to see what it was all about.
Well, at first glance, I thought it was a couple donuts, and I said, nah, them ain't fucking donuts.
That was an angry coiler. Screwdriver's about to make an angry coiler.
It's fucking definitely, it's a knocking.
By the sounds of the way you're sitting back from the mic, you could be in there right now.
Perfect, that's what I should do.
Need your clap on, clap off switch so you can activate it from the toilet.
Fire in the bowl.
What are you doing? Peeking in my windows? I'm firing one up.
See how he is?
Well, I'm sitting here doing what I do best this time of year, of course.
Trim it away, huh?
Germany, yeah.
The never-ending battle.
Well, I'm on like my third one, and I probably got 10 more to go, so yeah, I'm getting there.
Freaking screwdriver's fault.
Yep, usually.
Yeah, usually is.
What the?
Well, I never.
Yeah, you did.
Oh yeah, that one time.
At band camp.
Somebody's driveway alarm just went off.
Yep, that would be my cat ringing the doorbell. It's okay though, well, there's another one now.
Jesus Christ, you got customers.
Yeah, they like it when I'm on the radio. I'm the doorman.
Open the door to this pet peeve of you.
I have seen that truck that you referred to down at Deerfield, though. I've seen the other one that they picked up from a TV station with the telescopic, whatever, the pneumatic telescopic tower on it. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be the falls right there. Drive to a parking lot somewhere on top of a hill. I can throw an antron on there and just hit a button.
The radio wagon.
They gotta go for surplus sometimes, man. They gotta be worn out.
They do, but the only problem is they usually, they seem like they always take the maps out of it. They sell them as just a van. What?
When you put a logo on the side of the vehicle that says hide on and will travel.
Stand by for erection. Oh, back a long time ago, town I lived in, the Ham Radio Club, there was a guy who worked for the local tree company, and it was a big truck. I don't know how high this bucket went up, but it was I don't know much about those things, but I wouldn't be shocked if this friggin' bucket went up 100 feet. It was a huge truck, and it had a huge boom on it. Maybe it went up like 50 feet, but when I was a kid, it seemed like it went up goddamn high. And they used to do field day, and they'd put like a tri-band beam in the bucket and then raise that thing up.
Trailers that go up pretty high, and those aren't too bad for a price. You know, they have the big lights on top, but I think they're only usually like 25 to 30 feet.
Screwdriver, what did you switch to a walkie-talkie? You must be on a hopper.
No, he went flat-sided on his damn beam.
I didn't do nothing.
You do look a little weaker.
Maybe you pumped the air too much and let the smoke out.
He could make the body break. Didn't ask him what he was eating. He probably got burritos.
He got awfully quiet, so I'm curious what happened.
Oh, technical difficulties. We're good now. Oh, we're not good. Hang on.
He's wondering what happened to Screwdriver.
Ain't going with his transmission. He's there 1 minute and phased off the next.
He must be running the real estate.
His damn radio don't work.
I fucking melted my transformer at the pole. It's not my fault.
Sure it wasn't a squirt.
Just grab another set of jumper cables, man. Go jump it.
Alright, I gotta get my jumper cables. I should get jumper cables, but normal Texas star crap, fucking, you melt the fuse holder with a 30-amp fuse goes in for the stock piece of shit fuse, and every once in a while I gotta pull the fuse out and then fucking crimp it back down with a pair of pliers and, you know, put the fuse back in. I mean, you'd think I could find some nice shit around here, but I guess not.
Keep digging.
Yeah, maybe next week.
I think they call that Afro-engineering.
That's what makes it fun, right?
Are any of you guys in the live stream right now on YouTube?
I am not. Should we be?
I was just having fun, that's all. I didn't know if anyone saw what I had up.
Yeah, I see that. Breaking news.
Uh-oh, got quiet.
What are you using, like Sparko Cam or something like that for that thing?
It's called Streamlabs.
What? Sparkomatic?
Yeah, Sparkomatic, that's right. There's another one, it's called Sparko Cam. That's like that. That's like that other one, too.
Oh, come on, man. My favorite is Krakow.
Hell yeah.
Straight out from service merchandise, man. You gotta watch it come up that conveyor. That's mint.
Right, the big Krakow, 40-channel sideband rig. Gotta have all the bells and whistles on it.
Did Krakow make a sideband rig?
No.
I never saw one.
I know they make some real shitty car speakers.
No, it was the other company, Crapco. You gotta look back at some of that shit, though. Did anybody actually make anything? Or did somebody else make it, you know?
Yeah, it's all rebranded
like the
shit. Like
Brownie.
silver tone guitars and stuff. It's all rebranded shit.
But then later on, you saw one that had a tram name on it. Same damn radio, looked identical. And then look at Radio Shack shit. They didn't make any of that. That was all Uniden. Or JRC. You know, just put their stamp on it.
I bought a couple 2-meter linears out of Radio Shack back in the day, and I piggybacked them behind a little FM stereo transmitter and used them to boost up my pirate radio station back in the day. That was the 2 things I ever got from Radio Shack that actually worked okay.
A 2-meter amp worked on the FM band?
Barely. I used one and then piggybacked that one into the other one. But the transmitter power was like, I don't know, a quarter of a watt. So I don't remember what it was, 5 in, 15 out, something like that.
Right. Well, supposed to be retuned it. It might be able to make it work.
It worked. Not well, but it did. The first one, the second one in line usually would end up frying, and I'd have to go buy another one.
I'll be right back. Heard the dogs horsing around upstairs, and I just heard a big boom. I gotta go check this out.
Screwdriver, you get an antenna at your shop up there in New Gloucester? And are you up past, like, the brew pub area there?
Yeah, well, I live here at my shop now, but, yeah, I'm right next door.
I gotcha. Yeah, I was cruising by there the other day, and I thought, geez, I wonder. So it makes sense. Yeah, I saw an antenna. Actually, I think you got a couple of antennas there at that place?
You would only see the one on the side of the garage. The tower and stuff is out back behind the wood line. You wouldn't be able to see from the road.
Oh, well, gotcha.
You can't miss it. I mean, it's got a motorcycle 15 feet in the air on a pole out front.
Yeah, that's what tipped me off there. Yeah, I figured.
I googled it the other day and I could see his double beam antenna in the backyard too.
Yep.
What the hell kind of motorcycle you got hanging in the air?
Harley, Ironhead.
Huh. That's pretty cool.
Motor chunked in it years ago, and it just really wasn't. It was worth more for me as a sign than it was for a bike. So threw it up on a 15-foot pole, and there she sits.
And I'll have the only one there is in town.
Definitely a conversation piece. You don't see that very often.
Yeah, it's definitely a good landmark. Hell, right now there's a couple of skeletons on it for Halloween, so now that Halloween's over, usually my next step is to put Santa on top, but it's a little early for Santa Claus, so yeah.
Have some turkeys around it.
I thought about trying to figure out something for every holiday, but I don't know. I know they make some good inflatable turkeys that might not look too bad, but I didn't get that far.
Right, you need to find some big plastic turkey.
Heck yeah.
It would be kind of neat, but I don't even think they make that shit anymore. Everything's inflatable. You know, remember the old days when you had plastic Santa Claus, plastic reindeer?
Yeah, them great big, those blow molds. Yeah, I think they're trying to get back into those blow molds. I saw a few in Home Depot or Lowe's the other day, but they were a lot smaller than they used to be.
I suppose they take up a lot of room, when you got, whatever, freaking 7 reindeer and a sleigh and Santa and then turkeys. You could just deflate them and put them in a little freaking box.
That's true. Where are you going to put your 18 reindeer and stuff in the off season?
And I'm back.
Oh, and you stepped on Hawkeye.
You're shitting me.
Yeah, I am.
I'm pissed weak.
Hawkeye's just finishing his McRib.
That's, what is it? Something McCheese. Mayor McCheese. Holy crap. And when I started talking that shit on the way home, man, did they start rolling with it. It was hilarious.
I heard the tail end of that, man. Everybody was going nuts. And then it was moving to different channels.
Man, I was talking with the guy in Florida from the State of Confusion, but I heard the other guy key up one time because he's got a very distinct sounding, like overdriven radio almost. And And I'm like, oh, that's the same guy. So I just yelled for Ronald McDonald. And then I just kept yelling, and I heard Cobra, and I'm like, oh, yeah, there's the Hamburglar. And I'm like, I'm starting a whole conversation with the whole gang. And once I finally got close enough where Radioman could hear me and started joining in at 10-5, holy crap, did that blow up. It was awesome.
And see, if I was there, I probably would have been Ronald.
Yeah, no, that was funny. And I don't know why some of these guys don't get it. It's like the guy who had a shit fit about the Roger beep. It's like, you know, if you're going to act like an idiot, you got to realize there's just going to be people that are going to, like, I can't take people that serious.
Yeah, you bitch about a Roger beep right now, I'm going to turn 6 of them on.
Well, that's what I mean. I'm not that emotionally invested in McDonald's, but the guy was just so adamant. It's like, oh my God.
Yeah, he was out bad.
But I mean, you know, oh, everybody's a sheeple and McDonald's this and that. And I'm like, you know, in my eyes, McDonald's is probably, it's an American staple. I'm like, that thing has been around forever, you know?
Somebody in Skipland made the comment, it's one of the few restaurants still open in America.
It's true, though.
And then they're going back and forth, oh, well, the burgers aren't that good, and it's not a restaurant. Like, no shit, it's a fast food chain. It's not going to have the greatest burgers in the world, but it's still a friggin' burger.
Camel meat.
I like the good chicken nuggets and good best chicken nuggets that don't even need sauce or anything, maybe a little salt. Just get right at Wendy's.
See, I love McDonald's chicken nuggets. I don't care if it's not even chicken. I love those little boots.
It was funny, after I got on my doctor's appointment, I was talking with Cobra and Hutch. And I guess Hutch has been starting a little later, so he gets on about a little after 7:30, I guess. And we'll have to listen for him tomorrow. But anyways, I told Cobra, I said, I think I'm going to go to McDonald's and get a McGriddle.
You can listen for him, that's all right.
Yeah, he was on, I was talking to him. I was pulling off the turnpike. I think he was just getting into Portland or something. But yeah, you know what I mean? I'm like, it's McDonald's, man. Come on.
That cracks me up when you start goofing around like that, and then Skipland kind of just gets in on the joke, and it's like, it did, when it started spreading to other channels, I go, holy shit, this is taking traction.
I'll be doing it again tomorrow on the ride home, too.
It was crazy.
I'll definitely be doing it. I'll probably get out of work a little earlier tomorrow, but I'll be doing it on the ride home tomorrow, too.
I do have another weakness at McDonald's. It's the sausage egg biscuit. I love those fucking things.
Yeah, those are good. You know, their breakfast burritos are actually really good for being like $1 or whatever the hell they are.
Yeah, I agree with you, man, there. You know, they're tiny, and you can just kind of wolf a couple down and move on.
And their, like, breakfast salsa that they come with the hot and the mild or whatever, it's pretty fucking good.
Yeah, and their little ketchup packs.
Yeah, that's some good shit.
You want a pro tip? When you get like a McGriddle or a biscuit there, you just take the hash brown, take the top off, throw the hash brown down, make it one big sandwich.
Nice.
See, if it's rolling tomorrow, we got to do something like this. Just get everyone talking about McDonald's just to fuck with the guy.
Really tasty hash browns, too.
I love dipping them in ranch dressing. Oh, man.
You know those friggin' hash browns are made right in Maine.
Really?
Yeah, up in Easton, McCain French Fries has a plant up in Easton, and they supply like a lot of the potato products for most of the like Dunkin' Donuts, McDonald's. They supply a lot of potato products.
Yeah, and the north of Mars Hill that makes all this mashed potato shit for like all the restaurants like Ruby Tuesdays and KFC and all these other ones. They make this mashed potato product that's basically liquid potatoes.
Yeah, I learned that from a friend of mine. He's an over-the-road truck driver, and he picked me up when he came through, and we rode up to Easton, and they have like a little employee cafeteria up there, and everything's like dirt cheap. And he says, yeah, I just asked for the potato product of the day, and it was like 25 cents, and you got like a giant mixing bowl of whatever the hell they were making that day. You know, tater tots, curly fries, you know, everything in there was like a burger was like 50 cents. It was all like cheap food. But my camp's not too far from there. It's probably about 45 minutes to an hour, so we stopped over, stayed at camp for a few days, and then he went over to Easton, picked up a load, and then dropped me back off on the way through.
Yeah, and then they also have there's a place in Washburn too that's I think it's same company down in Bucksport, that place that burned down, but that's where they make most of the tater tots over there.
See, we're learning about potato products today.
Where's your place up there, Radio Man?
Ashland.
Yeah, I got a place in Portage.
No shit. Yep. Let's see. Well, I mean, if you're up in Portage, you must know where Dean's is then.
Yeah, so if you go to Dean's and you bang a left on West Cottage, we are, you know, you could take a hard left and go up to North Maine Woods. There's a gate there. My place is right across the street from that dirt road to take you to the gate. So I'm on West Cottage.
Is that the 6 Mile gate? Is that what they call that one, 6 Mile?
That's it, because it's 6 miles from that road, yep.
Yeah, 10-4. Yeah, I'm familiar with that area. Two of my friends live up there. He just moved up. Well, he was in Ashland, but he moved over to Portage. But yeah, when I'm up with the family, just because I got a little kiddo and she doesn't really tolerate a long snowmobile ride, we'll take a ride out from camp and then ride up to Portage and go up to Dean's, and the kids kind of like that. You know, it's like it's a short ride, it's a little destination, the food's good, and they kind of enjoy it. But if I got the kid, you know, my daughter with me, I tend to take the shorter rides.
Yeah, Dean's isn't bad, man. It's been there forever.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm down in Ashland, down on the Aroostook River.
Oh yeah, so let me think. So you must go. Yeah, you probably take 11 then. So you shoot up and hop off what Sherman Patton and bang a left on 11. Just keep going out.
Sometimes, but lately I've been going up to Smyrna and going that way.
Yeah, I gotcha. So your place on the Aroostook River, is it near the bridge right there that crosses? What is that? Like the town has like a little town landing down there or something, I think?
Oh, yeah, I'm probably at least, I don't know how many miles down the river, but I mean, I'm from the bridge, I'm probably, I don't know, 15 minute drive maybe a little less.
I gotcha. Yeah, I grew up in Washburn, so I'm from there.
Oh, no kidding. Yeah. No, I found out about this place because a friend of mine I went to school with is from Ashland, and he let me know about some land that was for sale, and we put a camp up there. And I don't know. I'm up there throughout the year. Wintertime, snowmobiling, you know, hunting. You know, I'm up there throughout the year.
Yeah, man, it's freaking God's country up there.
Last year we went out to Dabooley and on the snowmobiles. That was fun.
Yeah, that place is awesome. Did you guys hike up the little mountain to the tower? You probably just rode up to the tower.
I've hiked up to the mountain in the summer, but I've never driven up there on the snowmobile. I want to do that. Last year we went. One of the guys that went, he's like a wicked speed demon, and he just wants to hammer down from point A to point B. So we got there, and I stopped to take a whiz, and he was like ready to go, and I'm like, well, let's go friggin' shoot up the mountain. And he was like, I want to head back. I don't know. So I didn't get a chance to go up there. I'm hoping this year I can get up there on the sled.
Got some good fishing, man, right in that little pond there, for sure.
Yeah, I'm hogging it now, but I've caught some blueback trout in that pond right there.
I believe it, man. You can pretty much drink the water out of there.
Well, I guess that's enough about me talking about camp. I don't want to hog it, guys.
I don't know if I want to go swimming with him. He takes rides with guys, they dump a load and drops them off. That don't sound good.
I was waiting for that to come.
What was that, Regal? What smart-ass thing did you just say?
I said, I don't know if I want to go swimming with you. You seem to take rides with dudes and you drop a load and then he drops you off. I don't know, it just don't sound good. There might be some secrets there.
You got a radio up there and stuff, man? What do you do for communication up there?
Well, I've been busy building the place, and probably in the last couple years it's more closer to done. I mean, we use some handhelds and stuff like up there on MERS, but I want to put a base station up there. You know, I want to put up a little ham radio, like a dipole, you know, for that. And I want to put up a CB. I just haven't done it yet. I have plans to do it, but I haven't done it yet. Mostly just using mobiles and handhelds.
Yeah, I got you, man. I know they're putting a GMRS repeater up on Quaggy Joe there, right in Presque Isle. You should be able to hit that.
Huh. Yeah, I didn't know that. Prescott, I might be a little ways away, but yeah, you probably could.
Yeah, and then you got Haystack there, man. You could probably make a little repeater and hide it in the woods with a solar panel up there on Haystack.
Well, no shit. Yeah, you'll have to let me know. Maybe if we're ever up there at the same time, stop by for a visit. Or if you end up putting a radio in, we could probably talk to each other.
Yeah, there's a guy in Portage. I know I see a lot of his listings on the marketplace. There's a guy in Portage who's got, you know, some pretty powerful just CB radios and amps and antennas and stuff. I don't know. You may be able to go to his place and just buy what he has. Yeah, I don't know what it was. I just saw a listing on the Facebook Marketplace about it, but I noticed it was in Portage.
Well, I will say we've messed around MERS up there, and we found that CB definitely works pretty good with the mobiles in the woods, better than MERS does.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of MERS. I got a couple of the old, I think it's a Regency radios, used to be police radios and stuff that have a couple MERS frequencies in them, and I don't know, they just don't seem to, I know the loggers use them, the guys that are working in the woods up there.
Yeah, I haven't listened enough because I just have it in my mobile, but I haven't figured out if there's much local activity up there. I mean, I hear people working in the woods, but I haven't heard if there's like, you know, kind of like down here, if there's any base stations.
It's hard, man. You know, the distances are so far from each other, much more than like down here for us. Like to talk to somebody, you gotta have major power because you're either in Limestone and they're in like, you know, Bridgewater, so they're almost an hour away. It's one of those things, I don't know, man. I mean, everybody had them when we were kids up there, but I just think people have just kind of moved on to cell phones and stuff like that. I'll tell you this, there's a lot of gear, a lot of radios sitting up there in shacks and boxes and people's garages that they're not using anymore.
Well, they had a town-wide yard sale in Ashland when I was up there this summer, and I hit a bunch of yard sales, and I didn't find one piece of radio equipment. I looked.
Yeah, every time I go up, I usually post on some of the community pages saying, hey, I'm looking have CB radios, and a few people will respond, and then I'll, just go that route.
You know that little bar in Ashland that used to be there, Freems? Do you remember that bar in Ashland?
Yeah, I remember that.
Jesus Christ, back in the day, me and my buddies used to go there on the weekend. Boy, we'd have a good time over there.
Yeah, it's too bad it closed, and Ashland's had it rough, man. I know they call it cash land on the Maine lottery commercials, but man, Ashland's had a rough last 10, 15 years, man.
Oh yeah, the little diner in town closed during COVID, and that didn't help business. The little inn that they had in town closed. Yeah, it's been rough up there.
Yeah, your place is probably the newest place nobody's built up there in forever.
Yeah, there's a few camps that have went in out in the woods, but a lot of Amish camps. They buy the camps off the Amish there.
Yeah, I see a lot of those. The gatehouses are now those little Amish cabins, too.
Maybe some of them took the wrong exit. If they went into Benedicta, there's only a ramp to get into Benedicta. There's not one to get out.
You got electricity, Bob?
Benedicta, exit, 259, the Aroostook County line. Yeah, there's not much up there these days.
If you move up there, you better have a bag full of money or plenty of resource.
Yeah, I mean, there's very little work at all, man. Unless you can get a job over at McCain's Food making tater tots, or like Pineland making that potato slurry that they make. I will say, Radio Man, if your kids ski, Big Rock in Mars Hill is actually not a bad little ski resort.
Huh, never checked it out. I mean, we're up there. I try to. We're probably going to go up there in a few weeks, but we're going to be hunting though, but we try to find things to do, and we like going up there. We're not, I don't know, we kind of like the quieter pace of life, so it's kind of some people might think it's crazy, but it's kind of an ideal vacation for us to go up there.
Oh yeah, man, it's quiet, but yeah, they've got the Big Rock ski resort there in Mars Hill, and then they also have what do they call it? The cross-country thing where you shoot and you cross-country ski over there in New Sweden, and then there's another setup over there it's a pretty big outfit too. Biathlon, that's what they call it, the biathlon.
Yes, the biathlon, correct.
I just can't remember. It's when you ski and then you shoot.
Do you snowmobile at all when you go up there?
I did when I was a kid, but now we got a camper. We pull up there sometimes, and there's a lot of, with kids and everything else, one more thing that we got to deal with. My brother does. He lives over in, Woodland, which is, west of Caribou, but I don't, not anymore now.
Oh, just curious if you did, that's all.
Damn good trails up there, man, for sure. It's like open highways.
But yeah, I'll eventually put a base station up there, put up a little Radio Shack. I definitely want to have one up there because in the summer, I'm out a lot. I'm down by the river, but I go up there in the winter, and sometimes I just have some quiet evenings inside. I wouldn't mind having a radio to play with.
I tell you what, you should do pretty good out of there, man. With DX, there wouldn't be a whole lot of people in there locally, so that there wouldn't be a lot of chatter, but if you had something with a half-decent elevation, some power, you should be able to get
I got a Texas Star amp I'm gonna put in. Come in.
There you go, Bob. There you go.
Yeah, with a Ranger, you're all set.
That's right. I do have a Ranger, 2950, sitting on top of the Texas Star.
I tell you what, I'm liking my Ranger 69, man. This radio's great. I can't complain one bit.
Well, imagine if nothing else up there. There must be a trucker or two to talk to, Canadian or loggers or something like that.
I have talked to people, Regal, up there on my mobile. Last time I was up there, talked to guys out of Presque Isle. They were pretty impressed they were hearing me on a mobile in Ashland, but I just haven't invested a lot of time on the radio up there.
I don't think a lot of those guys have linears and amps and shit like that, you know. Best case, they got like a Cobra 29 or something like that. They probably don't even have sideband, you know. They just don't have shops and repair places up there anymore.
There you go, Screwdriver. You and I can go up there. You bring your dead blow hammer. We can start fixing radios.
I get a hammer.
I like it.
Did you just have that 2950 in your truck, Radio Man?
Yeah, I got a 2950 in an RM Italy there, 7505.
Oh yeah, man, that'll get you from Ashland to Presque Isle.
Oh yeah, that mobile seems to be working about as good as you could expect it to work.
What's the antenna on that?
It's the Wilson 1000 drilled through the roof.
Only way to put an antenna in.
I think he'd be better with a 102-inch whip.
Yeah, 102-inch whip.
Yep, that's what I got. Killer Bee with Mirage, might as well call it 2950. And 102.
10-4, yeah, those 102-inch whips, man, them things, hard to beat. That's pretty much the king of the mobile antennas.
Oh yeah, Screwdriver's putting one on the trunk deck of the Subaru, I heard.
No, I bet a Wilson on the middle of it will beat out a 102 on the trunk.
Oh yeah, no, 102 in the middle would beat out a Wilson on the trunk.
Well, yeah, that's obvious.
I got a drill, I got the washers, I got the spring. Come on.
See, we're gonna have to do like a radio help night. You know, everyone's having problems. We gotta get Screwdriver set up with an antenna. We gotta get Traveler with his radio problems. We gotta do the radio helpline night here.
You gonna come help me?
Oh no, what's happening with you, Lugnut?
I don't know, but I can break something.
As long as you provide the party favors.
That's okay, we can fix it.
Just don't let me get into the smoke before I start fixing things.
You're good at certain things, just like everybody else. Out here, certain things. Yep. Good, real good.
Well, my book, that's how things get started. You fire one up.
Radio Man's good at chasing RF and using those
But I'll
chokes.
tell you, I can break something, no problem.
Yeah.
Right now, where are you at? Where are you out of?
I'm over here in Standish, Maine.
10-4 Standish, Maine, man. I'm in Cumberland.
Yeah, run a little road talker on steroids.
It's working, Bob.
I love it. You gotta let me know if you ever want to get rid of it.
There you go. Lots of modifications of this piece of shit.
It's working.
Dude, she's a Franken radio.
Frankentalker puts out a clean SSB signal.
And road talkers are always a talking radio.
Is that a 4-pin?
Oh, well, that would be the fucking cat's ass.
Well, I'm gonna have to break out a road talker for next week.
You got a road
You'll
talker,
love us
man?
both.
The mobile or the base?
Fuck, I think I got about 5 of those things. Mostly mobiles. I do have one of those bases. Well, one of the ones that's almost like it's a mobile and a base in one. It's small. Well, small for a base, big for a mobile.
It's just 40 channel, right?
You got to get the secret sauce from Lugnut and direct inject it.
I don't remember what the hell. I have a few different ones. I mean, most of them are just the Sears Road Talker 40s, I believe. But yeah, I do have, like I said, that little base fucking thing. It's more. You would think it's a mobile, but it's got a small power supply in it, and you can run it off AC or DC.
I like that, man. I've been looking for one of those.
Yeah, like that slanted front face on it, kind of, you know, I don't know what it reminds me a little bit of like a Cobra 90 or 142 or something.
Right. Yeah, 110 volt power supply built in that put out 12 volts or whatever it was. Basic, but it got the job done.
Back in the day, I had a Sears Road Talker 40 base. It was a big gray one with like slide knobs on it. It looked like a big EQ.
That's the one I got.
Nice.
Fucking unit, boy. I just had bad luck with the mics. Every time I tried to wire a mic to it, it'd take the finals out of it. I'd have to send it to Jim.
Oh, how'd you possibly fuck that up?
I probably was trying to rush wiring the mic and just happened to cross that pin every time. Bad luck side.
Well, it's a 5-pin DIN. You can get it down to 3 pins. Oh, there's B plus in one of those wires.
Yep, that's boo-boo.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I believe it's like the 8 volts or whatever coming out for power.
Yep, that's it. D plus for the electrac microphonium.
If you happen to cross that to your audio wire, you're going to send that right back through the op amp, and yeah, you could definitely do some damage.
Damage?
I tell you what, after these, getting back into radio again, I've got a bunch of mics I've been wiring up and stuff, and I've been all pissed off because I'd start soldering it, put it together, and go, and I'd put it together wrong. So I finally I've got a bunch of these little alligator clip wires, and I finally cut those in half and then soldered them onto the 4-pin, and that way I can test the mic before I solder it to make sure I got the right ones on there.
Smart, wise man, Confucius said. Yeah, the downfall of me soldering mics is I was never patient with a pen gun soldering iron, so I always used a 100-watt. I still have a Radio Shack 100-watt soldering iron I've always used, and that would probably be the reason why I kept hitting that hot pin.
Especially on the 5-pin DINs. I'm going to make one of them alligator ones for a 5-pin DIN next. I've got one for 4-pin, 5-pin, 6-pin, and 8-pin. And I do the same thing, but yet I don't necessarily use them for wiring a mic, because usually I can figure that out pretty quick, but I'll use them like if I have a radio, I don't know what the hell it even is, and I just want to run a mic to test it, I fucking use it for that all the time. I have like a 4-pin, I have another 4-pin female connector, male, however you want to look at it, whatever, that I got the same alligator clips coming off, so I can plug a mic into that, and then I just clip the alligator clips together, and I can run whatever mic on whatever radio I need to at the time.
Yeah, it's handy, man. I gotta tell you, just, digging through this box of shit I got over here, old mics and stuff, and, not all those 4-pins are like that Black Shadow radio, and I know you had one there back in the day. That's a 4-pin, but it's not wired up like Cobra.
Some handsome guy let me use a mic tester.
I don't have the money for that.
I don't know. This was free.
Yeah, I got a couple.
I seen a guy that had one once. He used it, I guess.
And they have like a standard issue microphone, whatever it may be. Are you saying 4-pin? Okay, good. So you got a 4-pin female on the microphonium and a 4-pin male on the other side, and put it in a project box. And you'd have wire into all 4 pins, even though you don't need them. And then from there, do whatever you want. And you could have like another 4-pin that comes out of there that goes to a Yaesu, another one that goes to a Sears, another one goes to a Cobra, and like a sex changer.
Fucking transformer, baby.
You could say, don't worry, my microphone box is trans.
It goes both ways.
No, it just dumps a load.
Oh, man.
No, seriously though. You got a 4-pin, male connector on the back end of this box. You connect a 4-pin connector on the end of that. On the end of that, okay, one cable's Cobra, the other cable's President, and la-di-da-di-dee, and then you don't get screwed with the microphone.
Exactly.
I think Screwdriver's still struggling over there. We're going to have to give him the 500 award tonight.
Anymore. I got a toggle switch mounted to my bench.
Alright guys, no joke. This Ranger 69, I've got an EQ on the top of it that I run an XLR studio mic into, and then that comes out at the back of the 4-pin and it goes into the front of the Ranger. And I was digging around looking for a mic that I was going to take the element out of and use it just as a PTT, and then I realized, oh geez, I got my Marshall amp foot switch. So I plugged my Marshall amp foot switch into the back of the EQ, so now I use the foot switch off my Marshall to keep my mic.
Yeah, I got a foot switch wired up too, but man, I got fucking tired of doing that. So now I got a toggle switch. You can use a light switch, but I got a toggle switch that I got mounted to the side of my bench in a project box, and I flip that when I talk. So you want to talk about getting long-winded? You don't got to hold anything. You just flip that switch and talk as long as you want. The only downfall is every once in a while I'll back my chair into it, and next thing I know, the radio's been keyed up for like 3 hours straight.
Playing the Admin Fitzgerald, because if he was playing the Admin Fitzgerald, that would be really bad.
Hasn't happened in years, and normally I don't have a radio on when it was like that, but yeah, I love flipping that toggle switch in order to talk. It is, I mean, normally I'm just using not normally, but sometimes I use my studio mic, so it's just easier. Like I said, I got a foot switch wired up to the same thing, but yeah, I got bored with that.
You feel like you was in home ec class, Owen?
That's what's nice. It's a permanent lock, so I can key it up and be like, all right, hang on, I'm going to go over here and shut my air conditioner off because it's making noises or whatever, and I can leave it keyed up the entire time.
Man, I figured you for a clapper.
Now that would be nice.
Get lotion for that.
I have to fucking clap every time the unkey.
He thought about it, but he was worried about catching the clap.
Hey, it's what penicillin is for.
Oh, break 1-3.
Better be careful, there's a shortage of amoxicillin these days.
I'm I'm lazy, man. I just got a foot switch.
I fucking got a cramp in my calf one night, alright? Don't judge me.
I can imagine trying to explain to your wife you had a CB radio injury.
I think the clap would be pretty cool, though. You could do it.
Depends if you got kids, man. Them little shits come down there and start clapping. You'll be on and off.
I know. That's like my daughter likes to mess around with the Amazon Echo thing.
Yeah, same thing, man. They'd get all wound up. They'd have you on the air all the time.
Oh, you'd have to have an on-off switch to turn it off, but I mean, you could just sit back and go, hey, and the transmitter would just kick in.
Well, I mean, I use a Vox occasionally, or I have. I haven't in quite a while, but the Vox worked really good for that. But then, you know, my chair would squeak because I'd go to lean back and the chair would squeak and the fucking radio would key up.
Well, we've talked about this, Screwdriver. You have to have a proper radio room chair. It has to have a little squeak.
Or an automatic oiler.
Exactly.
Guys, I feel outdated after all this conversation. I'm still keying down on a D104.
I'm on an old Delta, so I'm with you.
Lugnut, are you operating from the radio room or the living room?
The other thing I suck at, my office chair is too new to have a noise. So, yeah, I'm rocking it right now.
Yeah, we can hear it rocking back and forth, man. Yeah, this is my cordless.
Yeah, we can tell.
Hey, Lugnut, I forgot to tell you something. You still right there? I don't know. Either he stepped away or I'm not getting out.
Victor said he 10-5 for you.
Nah, he probably stepped away to get a beer.
I did just get up to get a beer. That's why I'm on the wireless.
Did you hear him? He said he stepped away to get a beer. That's why he's on the wireless mic.
Yeah, I know. I was looking for Lugnut.
It must have been Nighthawk that said that.
No, it was me. Like I said, I just got up to get a beer, so I grabbed the wireless.
Oh, I couldn't even tell who it was, really. I was guessing. I just know it wasn't giving me my signal.
So, Mr. Fixer, you still got the D104 choke and ticker thing?
No, I'm operating off a old Turner 2.
Turner 2, man. Is the mic element still working in that thing? That baby's old.
Hey, Lugnut.
Yeah?
I don't know if I told you, but I went over to Glenn's place this summer to help him out.
Glenn up in Bodenham?
Yeah, I took down. He had a broken beam on the tower, and it was like he had a hazer that was all messed up, and I helped him pick up a few things and take some things off the tower. just some stuff he couldn't do. I don't know if I told you about that, but I think I got him all squared away.
I haven't spoke with Glenn since this summer, but I do hear him up on 75 meters from time to time.
Yeah, I'd never been over to his place before, but he had a hazer he said I could have. He just needed a little help on the tower, breaking down some antennas and stuff, so just went over, gave him a hand, spent a few hours talking with him.
Did you get his hazer?
Yeah, I got it over here. He said I could have it. He told me Miss Arizona might be coming back.
That's probably all I heard from the gentleman. He moved all the gear back in the living room by now.
He told me he wasn't moving the gear out of the living room. That's what he said. He was putting his foot down. Oh yeah, he had the whole station set up in the living room. He had all his instruments and everything out there. He says, I'm not moving it.
Right. The 813 rig in the living room for armchair copy. Whatever. I'm supposed to go give him a Viking 1 whenever I get it out the door and on the truck.
When I got back on a year and a half, 2 years ago there, I had a coax run through the back door with all the gear set up on the kitchen table, so the wife had to step over the coax, and she stepped on it a few times without shoes. She wasn't real appreciative of that. She put up with it for about a month, and she's like, we need to get that stuff moved. What do you say we go shopping for a desk for you so you can set up in the corner of that room over there?
Well, his other girlfriend showed up with a shed.
Wow, a whole shed? There you go.
It worked. She moved his radio shed out to the shed.
Uh-oh.
You got a fucking hazer over there, man? Why isn't that beam up? Let's go.
Yeah, I gotta have that man cave.
Oh man, now I'm getting shit.
Just saying, if I had a hazer over here, I'd have mine up right now.
Trust me, I want that beam up just as bad as you do. Probably more.
So did you make it through all the beer cans, Bob?
Oh, he had a few brewskis going. He offered me a brewski, but I don't do the brew.
Right, shit's piled all over the porch.
Yeah, when I went, he was literally on the phone with her, and she was moving back, he said. And he was like, well, she's coming back.
Whatever. I ain't talked to him. Last time I talked to Glenn would have been in May, June, in that area. I've heard him on 75 meters, you know, like 2 in the afternoon or something like that, but I'm running mobile and I don't have a signal. I mean, what can you expect with a screwdriver at 10 watts with a 706? It's like the mother fly calling to his youngins, you know, hello, I'm Pissweek, I'm out there, I'm in S1 land, anybody hear me?
We've all been there.
Yeah, but 12 watts is 3 times the normal, so it does sound better.
Yeah, but in fix it, you're dealing with 75 meters, it's 3.5 megahertz with a mobile antenna, you know, heavily loaded with a big-ass coil. You ain't getting much out.
Boy, what a difference, though, Hawkeye made by going back to a real antenna.
Yeah, what kind you get?
I think he's running a Wilson 5000.
There you go. That's as good as a 102-inch whip.
I can put this 4-bill on this Galaxy radio in that truck and roll across these country roads and shoot skiff, so I guess it does all right.
Well, guys, I should probably call it a night. I gotta get up in the morning, and I stayed up late enough, so it's been a good one, but I'm sure I'll catch all of you on there down the line this weekend.
It's in the horizontal mode.
Yeah, no, this is a little late for me, but I've been running my gums here, so having a good time. But I better call it. Next thing you know, it'll be friggin' midnight if I keep at it.
Well, good hanging out and chat with you, Radio Man. We'll catch you on the flip side. Regal told you that.
Yeah, Regal, Lugnut, Fix It, Bear, if you're still in there. Trying to think if I missed Screwdriver. I don't know if I missed anybody.
Don't forget Belfast. He's been out there chuckling.
Oh, that's right. Moose and John.
That's right, Regal.
Not to be forgotten.
Don't you worry, buddy. I'll keep your foot in the door.
Just letting this old Ranger idle.
No, Fix It. It's a different world at 3.5 megahertz than it is at 27 megahertz. Alright, you take an antenna, which you know about this crap, and your 102-inch width, yeah, it's king, quarter wave, and then you start throwing a loading coil at it with the Wilson 5000, Wilson 1000, whatever. You know, base-loaded coil to make a 5-foot whip. Okay, great, that works out. You're at 27 megs. Propagation is good for 50 miles in the daytime and better when the band's open. But at 3.5 megahertz in the daytime, you've got no ionosphere crap going on, and you're just dealing with ground waves. So running mobile sucks. At nighttime, you know, when things get charged up, yeah, you can have a signal at 5 or 10 watts, no problem at all, and work a couple hundred miles. In the daytime, though, your power is just basically going right to the moon.
10-4 going right up through the FSB.
Well, guys, listening to the stream, sorry, but I gotta shut it down and head to bed. So, thanks for stopping by. There'll be more videos coming down the line. Thank you. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I appreciate it.